Okay, we need 4 pieces of double-sided paper. I'm using from this Wallflower collection at Tim Holtz. And here's my patterns. So kind of pretty, huh? I like it. Anyhow, so it's super easy. We need 4 sheets of 12 by 12 paper. Let me make sure that this is not... No, it doesn't have, some papers have that extra strip at the top, the branding strip. This doesn't. So super easy. We're gonna come through and score at 6. Make sure your top's at the top, your bottom's at the bottom. Score at 6. And then for the pockets, I'm gonna score them at 3. Or if you have the big score, it's gonna be 9 inches over. All right, so 6 and 3 for me. And I'm gonna go through and do all 4. Okay, they're all scored. So I'm gonna decide at this point which I want my cover to be. And I already know that I want this to be my cover. All right, so I'm going to just take it and use a bone folder or whatever you have to kind of crease or varnish the score line. All right, this is gonna be pretty. So this is gonna be my front cover. Super pretty. Now, one of the sides you're not gonna really see because it's gonna glue up against this. So you have to decide which side of the paper you want to be able to see. I'm not a big fan of this right here. I love this. I love the butterfly, but I actually think I'm gonna do it this way. All right, I'm gonna go through and get a good crease on all of these. I'm not a big fan of this guy, so I think I'm going to do this, even though that's gonna kind of be upside down. I should have thought about that, I guess, before I scored it, but it's okay. And then this, I want this pattern on the inside, and I guess I have to figure out which one I want on the back. So this is going to be my cover, and I have to figure out what I want my back side to be. That's not so bad. This is I want that covered. So I think this is going to be my back, this one. So then I'm going to open it like this. So I decide, do I want this next? Or do I want this next? I think I want this next, then this, then this. I think. Let me see this, and this, and this, and this. Oh, I think I'll go every other one here. All right, so this is how I want it. Now, if you notice, this is heavy cardstock. If you have heavy cardstock, I would highly recommend that you cut a little piece here. So I'm gonna fold it opposite, and see I'm on my 3-inch line, and I'm just gonna take my scissors. I'm gonna start about, what's that, a 1/2 inch, not even, and bring it almost up to that line, the 3-inch mark. Excuse me. And that way I have this nice pocket, and it lays a lot flatter. So love my cover, love it. All right, I'm gonna go through and do that to all my pages. So again, here's my 3-inch mark, and I'm just gonna come up and come almost to the fold. Right. It doesn't matter which side you do it on. I mean, it's gonna do the same thing on the inside. So start again about the same place. Start a little further over on that one. And come almost to the top. And then my last one, you can turn it however you want. Just come to the 3-inch mark, or close to it anyway. So there's that. All right, it lays a lot flatter when you do that. All right, so here it is. Here's my book. All right, so then I'm gonna come along. I'm gonna take some scrap paper, and I'm gonna need my glue stick and my liquid glue. So I want the cover, and I want the next piece. It is really pretty, isn't it? I'm just not a fan of that. I don't know why, but anyhow. So I'm gonna make sure that's all varnished down again. So my cover piece, this piece, the piece on the left, I'm gonna use my glue stick. And I'm gonna go all the way around all the corners. All the way around the corners. And on the right side, I'm going to put my liquid glue. All right, hopefully I have enough in here. I do have another one. Come on. And I'm gonna put liquid glue all over this. I want it pretty well covered, but I don't want it to the point where it would crease. Although this cardstock right here is pretty thick, so I don't see it really creasing. All right, I want to butt those up against one another, and then just come along and lay it down. Make sure it's nice and even on this side. Right, nice and even. Check the back, make sure you're even. And then I'm gonna come along and I'm just really going to press it. All right, and then I'm gonna keep adding the pieces just like I did. So again, this is the front. This is gonna be the back of that piece. I'm gonna pull up the next piece. I'm going to get some scrap paper. I would change it out every time because the other one I made, I got a lot of this glue stick on the cover. All right, so I'm gonna glue all the way right up to the edge of that. I'm gonna take my liquid glue and fill this all in. This is a really easy project. And it's so nice as a memory keeper. So I'm gonna butt it up against this again. I'm gonna fold it over. I'm gonna check it on the back. Make sure it's straight and nice. I do have a couple seconds to adjust it. All right, pull that away. Come to the piece where it's glued together, and I'm going to just give it a good press down. Now I feel like it might have slid a little bit. Let me see. Where's my front? Where is my front? Here it is. So I feel like it slid ever so slightly here. Nope, it's okay. All right, so one more. I'm gonna get a new piece of paper here. Again, this is my back. This is my last piece. I'm gonna come along and glue with my glue stick. I'm gonna glue this up. Cover the gentleman up because I'm not a fan. And then glue this together. Come around the back and check it. Come around the front and check it. Stick another piece that doesn't have glue on it. And I'm really gonna give that a good press. So my book is now together. All right, I could let that dry a little bit, but I'm going to just keep going on here. So the next thing I want to do is come in and just do the two sides of the pockets. So I'm going to do along here and along here. I feel like this is way too much right there. Press them up. Hope everyone's doing well today. And push that down. Just be careful with your glue because you don't want the book to stick together on the pages that aren't supposed to, because what's going to happen is it's going to glue to one another and then you're going to kind of rip it up. And then I'm going to come along here and do that. I'm going to come in here and do this. And then the last one. This color combination is really pretty to me. So again, you could do, I did a fall one. I'll show it to you at the end. I don't know if I had mentioned that. All right, so here's that, and that. There are my pages, all right? And that's my cover, very pretty. All right, so the next thing I want to take care of is the spine. Now, on my other one, I used a piece of 1 1/4 inch by 9 inches because that's how long your book should be. I was thinking about maybe using some, what is this, lace. But it's probably not wide enough. No, I don't think it's wide enough. I may be able to decorate with some lace, but I think I'm gonna need to use paper. So I need a piece of the paper, about 1 1/4 inches, and 9 inches long. Let me see. Oh, that's gorgeous. See what I have, if I have any scrap. It doesn't look like I do. So, you know what? I don't love the bugs. I love this, but I don't love the bugs. So let me pull that page out. And see if that would look good on there. This side would. This side probably would. All right, so I'm going to use that. Again, I'm going to cut it about 1 1/4 inches by 9. If I want to come over to one of the darker pieces, I could come in a little more. But let me do it from this end. 1 1/4 inches. I just want to show you what I'm talking about. See how it's dark in here? This is a lot lighter. So I think I wanted the dark. So I'm going to go to 9. All right. So for this piece, I'm not going to use glue. I want to use double-sided tape. If you have a tape runner or if you have double-sided tape, I feel like this tape runner is going to, it's on its last little leg. I just want to make sure that goes okay. I think it does. So you want to cover the entire piece, really up against the edge and through the whole thing. I have to turn it over because I've missed a few pieces here, especially on the end. Is this? done. Almost. Yeah, I think that's pretty glued up pretty well. So I'm gonna take this and kind of do it halfway or a little bit less. Turn it over to make sure it's pretty even. And then I'm just gonna fold this up and fold it around and really press it down well. All right, it's pretty good. All right, and now's the fun part, the decorating. All right, so one thing I am going to do is I'm going to make some photo mats. So I'm going to make them, let me see, where's my notes? So 6 3/4 by 4 3/4 in white, and then 6 1/2 by 4 1/2 in the paper. So that would be a normal sized photo, but I have to go grab some more white, I think. Wait a minute. Yeah, let me go grab some white cardstock because I just have these cut-offs from the last one I made. I'll be right back. Okay, we need 4 pieces of double-sided paper. I'm using from this Wallflower collection at Tim Holtz. And here's my patterns. So kind of pretty, huh? I like it. Anyhow, so it's super easy. We need 4 sheets of 12 by 12 paper. Let me make sure that this is not, no, it doesn't have, some papers have that extra strip at the top, the branding strip. This doesn't. So super easy. We're going to come through and score at 6. Make sure your top's at the top, your bottom's at the bottom. Score at 6. And then for the pockets, I'm going to score them at 3. Or if you have the big score, it's going to be 9 inches over. All right. So 6 and 3 for me. And I'm going to go through and do all 4. All right, I decided I wanted to not cover up all of this beautiful flower on the front. I love it, but I did want to add some collaging to the front. So I pulled some pieces out, and I'm going to ink them up with Vintage Photo, of course, my favorite of all. Now you can round your corners of the book, but all right, that was a lot of stamps that just fell. I find that when the cardstock is thicker, for me personally, it's harder for me to do. Everything is just falling behind me. I'm not even near it. It's just falling. So now that I'm distracted, I forget how I had this, but I can figure something out here. Something like that. All right, I kind of like that. So I'm gonna stick that down. Is everything done falling? Get my glue and glue this. I mean, I could pop some things up on dimensionals if I wanted to, but I don't think I do. I don't want that in there. Come on, glue. It's me against the glue today. I don't want that like that. I'll put this one down. Now I could make this into a little pocket, but I don't think I'm going to. Come on. Oh boy. We are having a little bit of a fight here. Let me make sure this is, that's not what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for. Make sure this is pretty straight before it's really down there. All right, and then I had something going on up here, right? So I want to ink those up. I don't think I have to ink that, but I want to ink the butterfly. And this. Alrighty. So, not sure how I had this. Kind of wanted to off center that to kind of give it, or do I want it like that to give it some balance with this piece. Still kind of like it just right there, so let me get these down. Come on. This one. All right, all my glue wants to fight with me today. How do I want this? Down. It's kind of down here. Of course, now it's sticking to my finger. Under there. Come on. All right, get this on. Make sure it's going in the right direction here. I want that pretty straight. And then where do I want Mr. Butterfly? Kind of overlapping it all. Yep, that works. Like I said, you can pop some things up on dimensionals if you want to give the book some depth. But I'm going to keep mine flat. All right, so then I want to come in and decorate the pockets, and I want to add some ephemera in the pockets, and I'll show you the end result. Okay, so I decided that this paper is so beautiful that I didn't really want to add a whole lot to the pieces on the inside, but I want to show you what I put in it. Some more craft paper is a photo mat, these beautiful cards. I could write the date or whatever, do some journaling on that. Have some more here. Okay, I have some other in here. I have some feathers that I collected this summer, so I want to put them in here. Here's the photo mat we did. Some more cards. Here's a pretty bird one. And then I have these little envelopes that I thought would be really cute to stick in here to put my, ticket stub when I go to the sunflower farm. And here's another one of these cute little envelopes. I got these from Amazon. I'll try to find them and link them. I have some tags. I did put a little sunflower here because I am going to use this as my little keepsake when I go there. Another photo mat, and I'll probably end up making more of those. Another tag, another nice little envelope. Another little card. So I think it's just super sweet. And I'll show you the fall one I made. All right, so here's the fall one I did. All right, and here's the photo mat for that. And some cards. I can write the date, whatever, you know, is in here. Pretty. I decorated more of the pockets with this. This is another photo mat, another little cards. So you can do whatever you want with these. If you have a, you know, a theme, an event to go through, I think it's the perfect little keepsake to put things in. I mean, the only thing I might come in and do is maybe add a little lace to some of the pages. I mean, that would be really cute on the pocket, so I might go ahead and do that. And then I'll call this done. All right, thank you.